Hey everybody, HomeSliceHenry here, and in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a very spicy Pokemon that was used to great success in the Pokemon Go World Championships, Samurott. Samurott is a pure Water-type Pokemon with the moveset of Fury Cutter, Hydro Cannon, and Mega Horn, and is often a pretty overlooked Pokemon. It was used by Stone Collection to win the Last Chance qualifiers and to make a deep run in the championships themselves. So without further ado, let's hop into the matches and check out Samurott to see if it is an underrated pick for the Great League. Hopping into the first match, sending Sableye into the mirror. I'm perfectly fine with staying in this lead, because my goal is to hopefully try and grab a shield advantage, because Samurott with the shield advantage can be incredibly deadly. Foul play does get an early shield, and that's exactly what I wanted. They're going to fire off their own foul play, but this is not enough to KO. I'm going to be able to tank this, reach a second foul play, and this will get them very low unless they commit that final shield. They let it go, save switch Samurott, and I'm just not able to snipe. They're able to reach a last second move. I do shield up the foul play, and then in comes Registeel. On paper, this might seem like a pretty rough matchup. They have Zap Cannon. Zap Cannon hits for super effective damage, but the spamminess of Samurott here is incredible. I'm already at the back-to-back Hydro Cannons. Second one, able to land, and suddenly this Registeel is in the red health. I'm going to shield up the Zap Cannon. I will be able to outpace them and reach a third before they're able to reach their next Zap Cannon. And my switch clock is coming up soon. So I fire off the Hydro Cannon, get the shield, throw two Fury Cutters, switch, and I'm able to catch the Zap Cannon back onto the 1 HP Sableye. Let's go. Back in comes Samurott. In the back, they have a Azumarill. Samurott, unfortunately, is walled by Azu here, but the nice thing is my Registeel in the back does very well against Azu. I'm going to fire off the Hydro Cannon and Mega Horn combo to ensure that they're going to be in my Zap Cannon range. And now, Registeel can very comfortably close out this game, thanks to Samurott putting in a ton of work. Registeel just has to watch for the catch here. They're going to fire off a move, that's perfectly fine. Even if it's a Hydro, we do tank this. It is the Hydro. I just watch for the catch. They go for it. In comes Registeel. I lock on farm down the Regi. I have to make sure it's the Azu that comes in. It's the Sableye. I farm it down, and I finally get to Zap Cannon the Azumarill. Azumarill taken out by the Zap Cannon, and that is a good game. Hopping into the next match, leading Sableye into Cresselia. This is a pretty nice lead for Sableye, and they're actually staying in, which is even better. I'm going to overfarm slightly and fire off the foul play on the CMP tied to the Moonblast. Foul play does quite a bit of damage. Moonblast is not enough to KO, so I am going to let it through. They actually go for a Grass Knot bait and then save switch into their own Sableye. Since I overfarmed, I'm able to reach a foul play before they do. Foul play is going to do a solid chunk of damage, and now I'm going to bring in Registeel to absorb their energy. This Sableye is loaded, but Registeel is an incredibly good damage sponge. They go for the foul play. I'm going to immediately fire back with the Focus Blast. This is resisted, but Sableye is low enough where it would KO, and they actually commit the shield. Opponent is looking to flip switch advantage, and I'm more than happy to let that happen, because I have shield advantage for my Samurott. They're able to farm me down, and in comes Samurott, looking for the farm down. Sableye is able to reach a last second move. I'm going to shield up the foul play. Opponent aggressive switch into Cresselia. I'm going to overfarm and then fire off the Hydro Cannon. They are very close to another Grass Knot. Hydro Cannon gets the shield. I farm up, switch, and make another catch as I'm able to catch the Grass Knot onto Sableye. Let's go. And now I'm just committing to the farm down here with Samurott, because Samurott with this much energy is incredibly deadly. We'll have to see what they have in the back. We know they have the incredibly low health Sableye. What's that final Pokemon? And it's Diggersby, and they are about to get swept by a Samurott. Hydro Cannon number 1, Hydro Cannon number 2. Diggersby absolutely smacked around by Samurott, and that is a good game. Hopping into the next match, picking up a terrible lead, Sableye into Umbreon. I will immediately save switch into Samurott. Umbreon farms up and then responds with Medicham, but my opponent has made a crucial mistake. They gave Samurott an energy lead. Hydro Cannon number 1 takes them below half health, and they're going to fire off the power-up punch. They are looking to try and farm down Samurott, but Samurott has something to say about that. Samurott almost had 2 more Hydro Cannons, first one is going to grab the shield. Samurott able to withstand the counter damage and reach a final Hydro Cannon. And just like that, Samurott not only baits out the counter user, but grabs both shields. Medicham is boosted, so these ice punches are actually going to hurt. They do reach one final ice punch, but at this point, I'm saving shields for Registeel. Ice punch does get me quite low. In comes Umbreon, and I bring in the Registeel. They're gonna fire off a foul play. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but I don't want to die with 2 shields here. So when they fire off the next move, even though I don't really want to, I am gonna commit the shield, and then I'm gonna watch for a potential catch. I farm up. In the back, they have a Azumarill. And at this point, this game is over. Zap Cannon lands on the Azu. Opponent sees the writing on the wall and concedes the match. The bad leads continue in the next match as I lead Sableye into Lickitung. I will immediately save switch into Samurott, and the Lickitung is actually staying in here. I'm going to farm up and fire off the Hydro Cannon on the CMP tie to the Power Whip. Hydro Cannon able to land. Even against the bulky Lickitung, it still does a ton of damage. I will respect that Power Whip, but I get baited with a Body Slam. That is quite unfortunate. Again, I'm going to overfarm and try and CMP tie to the Power Whip. Hydro Cannon does get the shield from Lickitung, and Lickitung is going to be firing off a move. I will respect the Power Whip. I get double baited. That is quite unfortunate. I'm going to overfarm quite a bit, but I don't believe I'm going to be able to make it to the next Hydro Cannon because I got baited. And as you can see, I'm not able to get there. That is quite unfortunate, and Lickitung is able to take me down. Had I not gotten baited, Samurott could have actually won the 2 shield there. And now I'm going to bring in Sableye just to try and get a big energy lead. They actually fire off a Body Slam here. They were maybe expecting me to throw, wanting to get some chip damage, but that's perfectly fine by me. I'm going to overfarm until I reach the back-to-back moves. Foul play is going to KO. Let's see what they have in the back here. Opponent brings in a Alolan Ninetales. I bring in Registeel, and they have a Alolan Marowak in the back. That is absolutely heartbreaking. Had I not gotten baited, I could have been able to flip switch, and then I would have been in a prime position to win this game, but my opponent made 2 very nice baits, and because of that, unfortunately, it's looking like this is probably going to be game over for me. Bone Club is going to get the Registeel quite low. Registeel able to reach a last-second Zap Cannon here. This will take down the Marowak, but unfortunately, I'm low enough where the Ninetales is going to be able to farm me down, and a return is not fatal from this range. Back in comes Sableye, going for the return, hoping for a miracle. It does not come. They're able to fire off the Weather Ball. Weather Ball will take down my Sableye, and we lose a heartbreaking game. Hopping into the next match, leading Sableye into Swampert. Pretty neutral lead, I'm more than happy to stay in here. My plan, similar to the first battle, is going to be to play this out and try and get shield advantage for my Samurott. I farm up to the return, bait with the foul play, and I'm able to get a shield. That is massive. I survive any one move here. They fire off the Hydro Cannon, they farm up, and they overfarm too much, allowing me to get to another foul play. That is fantastic for me. I'm able to get them exceedingly low. I'm just going to let this go, farm down with Samurott, and that means I have an energy lead and shield advantage for my Samurott. We'll have to see what they have in the back. And they have a Shadow Skarmory. That's honestly an incredibly cool pick. Unfortunately, my timing is off there, and I give them an entire free Air Slash. You hate to see it. I am going to be shielding up because a Shadow Sky attack would do massive damage. But as you can see, Hydro Cannon fairly safely 2-shots a Skarmory, which is fantastic. I fire off another Hydro Cannon. Hydro Cannon does get the shield. I farm up, and I'm able to reach a 3rd Hydro Cannon. Again, the spamminess of Samurott is incredible. In the back, they have Galarian Stunfisk. Stunfisk is not able to reach a Rock Slide before Samurott gets another Hydro Cannon. It's another CMP tie. Samurott going on an absolute rampage. And now I can very safely bring in the Registeel, and that is a good game. Hopping into the next match, leading Sableye into Galarian Stunfisk. Another pretty neutral lead, so I'm just going to be staying in here and doing my best to try and get shield advantage. I'm going to fire off the foul play. Foul play is going to do a solid chunk of damage onto the Stunfisk, and I'm able to get it below half health. They overfarm quite a bit. This is easily enough for the Earthquake, but I do survive it. They actually go for the Rock Slide, and that works out quite nicely for me. I do tank 2 Rock Slides as well, and then I should be able to reach the foul play. Firing off the foul play. They have a decision to make here. Foul play goes unshielded, and I'm able to win switch. They bring in their own Sableye, and they're able to farm down. I'm going to bring in Registeel, because again, Registeel is just going to be able to absorb this damage a lot better than Samurott. They're going to fire off a foul play. That is totally fine. I'm going to be going straight for the Zap Cannon. Zap Cannon does not KO, but would do a ton of damage here. Zap Cannon does get the shield from Sableye. Sableye is going to be firing off another foul play. This will get me quite low, and now it is Samurott time. In the back, they have Trevenant, and this is scary because Trevenant significantly outpaces Samurott. I'm going for the nuke. Mega Horn does get the shield, and since they shielded, I'm going to need to double shield myself. So I am going to be shielding up this first move here. They are just going straight for the Seed Bombs. They are farming up, and they win CMP to the next one. That is quite unfortunate. This Seed Bomb does get the shield. I have overfarmed slightly. The question is, can I get to a move before Sableye farms down? In comes Sableye, looking for the farm down. Samurott able to get to the Hydro Cannon. Samurott will not be denied, taking down the Sableye, and that is a good game. Hopping into the next match, leading Sableye into Skuntank. Not a great lead. I will save switch into Samurott, and my opponent responds with Trevenant. No baiting here, going straight for the Mega Horn. Hoping they decide to let it through, but they do commit the shield. That is unfortunate. At the very least, I baited out the Trevenant and got shield advantage, but man, I really wanted to see that Mega Horn land. Back in comes Sableye, but this is not a particularly comfortable matchup for Sableye. I'm going to shield up, Shadow Ball would do a ton of damage, and I'm going to commit to the farm down. Come on, Sableye, get there! Unfortunately, the Trevenant lives on 1 HP, and it's able to reach a last-second Seed Bomb, and that puts me deep into the red. I should be able to grab a shield from the Skuntank with the return, and I just have to hope that Registeel with a shield can win this game. In comes Registeel. In the back, they have Swampert. If I correctly shield an Earthquake, maybe I have a chance here. I fire off the Focus Blast. That's going to deal a ton of damage. If I get baited here, this game is over. Tough call to make. I shield. It's a bait. And that's game over. And I concede the match. Hopping into the final match, leading Sableye into Froslass. This is a very nice lead for Sableye. Opponent will immediately save switch into Shadow Wall Rain, and I'm going to stay in here for a bit. They're going to fire off the Icicle Spear. I can tank this, and I'm going to fire off the Foul Play because I want to give Samurott shield advantage. Foul Play does get the shield from Walrein, and now it is Samurott time. Samurott farming up, going for the Mega Horn, and able to win CMP over the Walrein. Mega Horn takes down the Walrein. Samurott basically still at full health and with a shield advantage. Back in comes Froslass, but this Froslass is not going to have a good day. Hydro Cannon deals a ton of damage, gets the Froslass quite low. Froslass is going to fire back with the Shadow Ball, but since I have the shield advantage, I may as well use my shields on Samurott. Does Froslass want to give up that final shield, firing off another Hydro Cannon? Yes, they do, so it looks like whatever's in back does not want to see Samurott. Samurott took out the Walrein, about to take out the Froslass. Can we get another Samurott sweep? Hydro Cannon will be taking out the Froslass. What do they have in the back? They have Diggersby, and that is a good game. All in all, I really enjoyed getting to run Samurott. Samurott to me feels like it's underrated in the current Great League meta. It's not top meta by any means, but it can put in some serious work. That Fury Cutter Hydro Cannon combination is exceedingly spammy, and Mega Horn is a really nice nuke move and does offer some phenomenal coverage if you get stuck against a grass type. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And a special thank you, as always, to our members here on YouTube. The support you guys provide is absolutely incredible. So thank you guys oh so very much. And until next time, I've been HomeSliceHenry.